final stride that we're going to be covering is the V1. The V1 I find only is something that should be attempted after a certain degree of comfort with the V2 alternate, and ideally the V2. So the first step in the V1 is going back to the basic no-pull stride with the forward lean and using absolutely minimum power going up the hill with a no-pull skate stride. And the way you're going to achieve minimum power is by having good forward hip position and good ankle articulation so that your weight is nice and forward combined with a lateral push. Now that lateral push for some skiers will be a push from the middle of the foot. For other skiers, it's useful to think of the soccer kick, that forward kick. Either way, a lateral push combined with forward position. Stable hand position. Okay, the next step in the V1 progression, which is the hardest step of all, it's actually the hardest thing of all of the skate progressions to get right, is to get the asymmetry and the timing that's associated with the V1. So the way we do that is we introduce that using a single pole, which will be their leading hand. So we're going to first of all make sure that the skiers have a proper V1 hand position. The proper V1 hand position is so-called answer the phone position. So your leading hand is up in the answer the phone position, and your other hand is comfortably in front of your chest to the side. Okay, so that's going to be the hand position for the V1, and then what I'm going to ask the skiers to do is to ski up the hill just in this asymmetric stride of the V1, using only one pole. All right, so let's see that, Zoe. The next step in the V1 progression is to put on both of your poles. Start in the V1 position, the answer the phone position, and to use both hands. Okay, Zoe, why don't you demonstrate the V1? Nice asymmetric position. And an asymmetric upper body. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a few drills to work on some specific problems that arise with the V1. One of the problems that can arise with the V1 is people walking up the hill as opposed to taking lateral strides. So one way to address that is to use what's called the hot foot drill, which works on super high tempo. The only way to accomplish super high tempo is to have a lateral push so that you're set up onto the other ski. So, Zoe, why don't you show us a hot foot drill, really high tempo, super high tempo. And that's only going to be accomplished by having that lateral push. And that's terrific. Another common problem in the V1 is failure to use your upper body and your abs sufficiently to get you up the hill. That is, to ski V1 with a static upper body. A way to address that is to have the skiers double pole up the hill and consciously think about what their upper body is doing. So Zoe, let's see you double pole up the hill. The next step in this drill is remembering the feeling of that double poling up the hill, but using it in conjunction with the V1 stride. So what I'd like you to do is have that same double pull feeling and a V1 stride, but work on very low power from the legs. Almost all of the power up the hill is coming from the upper body. So Zoe, go ahead. drill is a regular V1, so that you're using the usual amount of power in the lower body, or a symmetric amount of power in the lower body and the upper body. But now what you're doing is really focusing on what you've just been doing, so consciously thinking about using your upper body. Let's see you guys do this. Okay, so thanks guys, that was great. You did a good job demoing skate. Do you guys want to go ski classic?
Sure.